welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right, Lo-Fi's and low fidelity, low quality, in-your-face, messy as can be global news show. Here we're going to talk about that famous question, what's going on in the world today? Today we have our newest segment to Lofi Poli Sci. It's Tuesday's Top 10. Every Tuesday from now on, we'll be looking at global indicators and surveys to see what countries hold the top 10 rankings in particular categories. We'll be covering things like GDP, GDP per capita, HDI, Gini, largest populations, largest countries by size, and many, many more. And if you're unsure what some of those things mean, no worry, Lo-Fi Nation. We'll cover what each of those mean before jumping into the list. And today, on this Top 10 Tuesday, I thought what better way to start this new segment than by focusing on Top 10 Happiest Countries in the World. But Professor, how can we know where the happiest place on Earth is, you may ask? And you'd be right to ask. My answer? You simply have to talk to people. Wake up and say hello to someone out there today, Lo-Fi Nation. It's Tuesday. And our top 10 list today comes from the United Nations high-level meetings called Well-Being and Happiness, defining a new economic paradigm. It was designed to help governments across the globe create laws and policies in their countries that are good for development, but that also make people happy. Because you know nothing gets under your skin more than some lawmaker making a law that makes you mad. So in 2012, our first World Happiness Report was launched. Today we look at the World Happiness Report of 2019. This report is created by asking a nationally representative sample of people in a country to imagine themselves about to climb a ladder, and on that ladder there are 10 steps. If this ladder is a measure of your happiness with your life, how far up the ladder do you see yourself? The respondent can choose 0 to 10. Scores are then tabulated for each country in this fashion, and voila, there you have your list of the World Happiest Reports. 2019's list covers 156 countries across the globe, and unlike previous lists, 2019's list is not merely a snapshot in time for 1 year's level of happiness, but rather it spans 2016, 2017, and 2018, and creates averages to provide a more complete look at levels of happiness across time. And now that moment you've all been waiting for. Let's see who's happy. Coming in at number 10, it's our favorite European skiing destination, that's right, Austria. At number 9, our friendly neighbor to the north, Canada. And at number 8, it's that place down under, no, not Australia, but rather New Zealand. Alright, I know, enough. To the list. Number 7, Sweden. Number 6, Switzerland. Number 5, the Netherlands. Number 4, Iceland. Number 3, Norway. Number 2, Denmark. And coming in at number 1, meaning the happiest country on earth, Finland. That's amazing. Congratulations to all of our top 10 today for a list that we didn't create, but we sure do enjoy. Now our more astute students of Lo-Fi Poli Sci may be asking, but what is it about these countries that make them so happy? And that is the real question of importance for us. That's a question we'll continually be building on throughout our time together here, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. The answer builds off of Freedom House scores, off of Transparency International investigations, off of Reporters Without Borders media freedom inquiries, and so many levels of development measures by a future top 10 list we'll be covering here. To say why a country is so happy is to look at what's going on in that country, and then compare it to other countries over time, which is exactly what we're doing here at Lo-Fi Poli Sci. But there's around 200 countries in the world, Lo-Fi Nation. We can't do it all in one day. So that's our first Tuesday's Top 10. Please write in with your questions, comments, and requests for countries for our news segments or top 10 global lists you want to see at lofipolisci@planetmail.com. That's Lofi, L-O-F-I, Poli, P-O-L-I, Sci, S-C-I, at planetmail.com. Let me say thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, wash those hands, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Lo-Fi Poli Sci podcast. Pickering, signing off.